Much as he play forward, dominant in the second half of the year.
But the other two are Tip and Woody, and of course Carl Hooker, who's retired.
So here's Cole Langford. He'll play his 100th game in round 2. A really good pre-season. I love his progression as the kick went to Perkins, had the chance. Baldwin. Perkins goes and gets it again, did it well, got it to right. He comes back inboard, finds Merritt. Copped a bit of an accidental knee from Gresham.
What's Redmond? Slipping foot.
Good call, Brownie. He's given it to Redmond, who's certainly got the journey from there. Goes for home. And the Bombers get there first.
That had frustrated Coach Bucks. You could see that from a mile away. But Redmond was just lurking, so...
Some overlap. They have Cox out wider. Hind runs on from half-back. So does Parrish. They want to build it up by foot. Just over a minute left in this first quarter.
Stand.
McGrath. So happy to control the ball, and now he's going to be forced to drive it in long and deep. Where are the Flyers? Peter Wright! Big 2-metre Peter. Gets the mitts out, brings down a beauty.
Oh, that's textbook contested mark, Joey. That's what you want from a big key position player. 200 centimetres, jumping at the ball. Not much the defending can do about that if his hands are vice-like.
That's the and really good leap here from Peter Wright, and that comes about from really good offence through the middle of the ground, which weds the defenders, and you find more one-on-ones or 2v2s for the big units. Their forwards pulled away, allowed their defenders to actually hit a few targets for the first time, and then they get this look.
They're building in confidence as Peter Wright. He would have liked last season. He kicked the 24 goals, and he gets his first of the night. Was a half-back, second in their best and fairest. Become a real on-field leader. There's Smith running away from goal. We'll go back to Ridley. And again, they're trying to create that pocket of space that Nathan Buckley told us about, allow their forwards to run and jump. It's a good kick for Peter Wright again. There's that set play you spoke about, Nathan Buckley. Second time they've been able to pull it off.
Well, we'll see in the replay too that young Baldwin, who's had a few nice moments in the first quarter already, actually ran away from this contest and laid a little block to give Peter Wright a metre or two, and that was just enough. And really good forward craft and pretty well coached, I would have thought.
Looks like something they've worked on over the pre-season. Nathan Buckley called it in that first quarter. Peter Wright was able to get his first on that occasion. He's got his second.
Kicked a bag of 7 last year, Joey, I reckon. Yeah, so
Ball, who's going to sit under it? The big fella said, it's mine, I'll take it. We'll just see if we can try and break this deadlock. Then a bit of a scrap the last few minutes. Harry Jones gets a run and jump. Hunter Clark did well, got it to Wilkie. And another high ball, and Cutler's going to get the free kick. It was against Higgins. And the umpire might have pointed the wrong way because a lot of players were out of position, so he saw some Bombers in the pocket, gets to Ham, who's on his favoured left boot. He didn't go for goal. Instead, he squared it up and finds Baldwin. Just copped a little bit for his troubles, but he won't mind that. The young man trying to make his debut.
St Kilda are 11, well, plus 11 in contested ball, but Essendon have got back into this game by making it more of a contest. They've taken away the St Kilda rebound off turnover, slowed it down, had their defence set up better, taken it down the line, changed the course of the game and put themselves back in it.
So a young man who's done it the hard way. Highly talented junior. He's had 2 ACL injuries. Had to work his way into the supplementary selection for the Bombers last year. Only got a couple of VFL games in. And now he's staking his claim for a spot in round 1.
yeah, great to see. Fantastic. Ben Rutten really
good kick towards Wood. Draper showing a few little tricks and then sent it towards half forward. Webster did well, he was undersized, but worked Langford off it, gave it to Wilkie. He misses steal, but made it look good with nice clean hands. Hayes just took a little bit too long. The big men are just trying to do a little bit too much, and it's been turned over, and Peter Wright, he's got the leg from here.
How good was Draper's move? Just a little, well, he feigned the handball and then ran straight through the gap. It was like a rugby league player.
Great chase from Guelphy. That's his role in the team this year. Applying that forward pressure, and we've seen Peter Wright. Speaking about that game, he kicked 7. It was 7 straight, I think, and he was launching them from outside 50. So we know he's got the sweet boot. And look at that. Textbook. He's got his 3rd in the first half.
It's a pretty good first half, Joey. That's his 8th disposal, 3 goals. One from outside 50 as well.
Yeah, the trend last year was for the fat side offensive winger to push deeper in with that defender, defensive winger that was rolling back. We're seeing a lot more goals from the fat side from the wingers.
Here's Kane Baldwin, yet the debut for the Bombers. Kicked the goal in that second quarter. The Shirage recruit finds Caldwell. Working himself into the game nicely. And again, they'll attack the goal mouth. Plenty of numbers in this contest. So it's Langford that stayed down front and square. Textbook.
Well, it's a good decision to go in there. You identify you got even numbers.
He's kicked the 3 goals. Been a really key focal point, and then Draper's able to slip crouch.
Oh, that's good. Well identified there. Oh, big Peter Wright just goes in. He knows he's got even numbers head the ball. It's either 2v2 or 3v3. Why not kick it in there if you've got a big man against a small midfielder?
Well, Draper's in the ruck, and there was a mismatch, and the St Kilda ruckman went to the contest here that Peter Wright was able to win. Draper slid down, was on Brad Crouch, and as you said, I thought the players' ability to identify those out numbers or mismatches has been really good from both sides tonight.
So Draper's kicked a couple of behinds. He missed one from a similar spot in the first turn. He's learned from his mistake. That's a nice finish by the big fella.
3-1. I think that'll be a good first month. Start the season off well after missing finals last year.
Baldwin out to right. So a couple of the key forwards a long way from home at Parishes. As we've said a number of times, played as a basically permanent forward in this second half. A couple of behinds to go with these 22 disposals. So a lot of the same sort of stuff from Essendon in this second half, kicking it long to a contest and not being able to generate much from it, but they might on this occasion because Perkins off one step shows what he can do.
At Marvel, but they play this ground really well, and Melbourne. Both these teams in the mid-mix, and a couple of wins here or there will be the difference in making finals.
Parish going back on ball, and it's a big contest with Clark. It's
huge contest.
Yeah, Clark has come off second best.
Well, what happened last year? He broke his jaw. Probably. Hopefully his shoulder's okay.
He is sore, so we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, big hit from Darcy Parish as Perkins just got one a moment ago. He's kicked 2 in a minute.
And it's a double whammy because